you want to play?
Well, I would also play the 1K, but like I
Which
don't
one's
want
higher
to not
seed?
do 1K and then not be able to play.
Higher seed should be Jeff, I believe. Oh no, it is Aaron. No, he is Aaron. Sorry, they went out of order last night. I was thinking about how I interviewed them. Jeff was sick, so we let him go third in the interview. But yeah, Aaron is top seed. I don't even know why I even had to think about that. Aaron is literally seat number 1.
Advantage combination.
A lot of Metalfoes, but that doesn't really matter.
There's more where that
It
came
doesn't
from.
look like it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Oh, 2 MSTs. Any bench combination. That could be. I don't know how many combinations he plays. Yeah. Because he managed combination, this hand could be. This hand might end up being really, really weak because he managed combination.
That's true. Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Yu-Gi-Oh! 1K players. You have 15 minutes to register. Yu-Gi-Oh! 1K.
But if he has to keep his MSTs as like traps, like hitting the contracts could actually be really relevant.
So it'll just like pendulum too. And
Yeah.
Yeah, MST is having a really good dual role between hitting contracts right now and also just being able to hit combinations and search for a card you need.
Yeah, and you can also hit your opponent's union hangers, and sometimes if your opponent, like in the Metalfoes mirror, if your opponent doesn't play around it, you like hit a scale, and then it was basically just like dimensional barrier. Like MST is actually like a pretty decent like trap right now.
Or you're Jeff Strain, and you just sideboard Magical Spring and lock them out when they do double the same scale. Because that's the thing.
so I think it's just gonna pendulum too.
Mm-hmm.
So would you like pen 2, then go gold driver?
Oh,
crack?
he's killing the luster. I don't. Maybe does he play 2 combination?
Maybe.
Or does he not remember he banished? Oh, he didn't know he banished combination. It looks like. Oh no.
This way.
Uh-oh. Yeah. He didn't realize he
That's
banished
not-
combination. He's not checking his banished. Oh my. Yep. Oh no.
Oh man. You can see Jeff. He's just like, yes,
Yeah,
Furman, yes.
That sucks.
Gimme, gimme.
That sucks.
Oh no. He's gonna counter, and then he's
Not combination though.
he's maybe. Yeah.
Aaron might have actually just threw this game.
With the hand he had, he had
maybe
to.
he's gonna try an MST zone.
He's gonna
He has
MST
to.
his own fusion to draw a card. I mean, this is like I agree. Like it's a bad situation, but this is the only play that he has now. I think with the hand he had, because he managed combination, what he would have had to do was like
Pen
gold
2.
driver pop silvered, and then luster kill gold driver.
Does he use
And
silver
then play
effect or
the
something?
other. He didn't, because he was gonna use combination.
No, but he does
Oh,
that
yeah,
now
'cause
though,
he
right?
gets the
Yeah,
extra
first,
card,
before
yeah.
he does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I imagined he was gonna do was he was gonna set the combination and then MST it for Bismuth gear and then hold the 1 scale.
Yes.
But he didn't realize he banished combination.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to definitely.
Yeah. So he has to basically draw a high skill right now, or else.
It's actually
I
crazy that Furman started his turn with desires and not cracking his scales first in
Yeah.
order to get
Yeah.
new
To
cards.
get something.
That's
But
Especially when
I
the
don't-
cards are one of.
I don't know what his opening hand was, so.
As
I'm
far
not really
as far
sure.
as sequencing, that's what I would have done.
I'm not.
It's like having Bumbunku and not something it before using.
I don't think it's quite the same. I'm going to.
What would you do?
The thing
if-
about Desires and Metalfoes, which is it's very different than most other decks, is that like obviously like quote unquote like you obviously like search before Desires.
Yes.
Like you would but the thing about Metalfoes is you don't just play 1 card to search. You have to commit at least 2 cards to the board.
Yeah.
So if let's say you have a high scale and a low scale, you have to commit both of them, and then you pop one, and then when your Desires draw something, you just kind of have to hope you draw the right scale.
Yeah.
So in that instance, I think he needed to
But
see
he
his
could have,
card.
instead of doing that here, he could have guaranteed 2 scales. He could have guaranteed a high and low scale.
Yeah.
I don't know what was in his hand before he activated.
His hand was MST. Oh no, I don't know. Actually,
No, he had
we
high
don't know
low
what he-
luster.
we don't know what he
He
drew.
just pops the luster.
I didn't know
so-
what he drew off.
Yeah.
the-
Yeah,
No,
I
he
don't
had
know
high
actually
low-
what it is.
No, you're right.
So-
it actually does change.
So I'm not going to say like
Yeah, you're
I
right.
don't think it's fair
No, I was
to
wrong. I
say
didn't-
like
I
he
didn't think
misplayed
that.
like completely, because I don't know what was in his hand. And I think Desires is a very strange card to activate in Metalfoes specifically. So he obviously like misplayed by like not realizing he banished his combination, but that's that's different. And I think he's actually looks like Jeff didn't have too good of a start. He just discarded Ragnarok, special Lami, and then set one. And then it looks like Furman end-phase MST'd it. But Jeff had Maxi for the Gofu. So
This is such an awkward game right now.
yeah, I imagine Furman was going to pop a token and then counter and then go for a synchro. But now maybe like for Omega or something. I doubt he'll go for counter now because he's still under Maxi. And Jeff bricks, so giving your opponent, like, when your opponent bricks like this, giving them more cards under Maxi, just, like, it's pretty safe to just, like, not give them any more cards because they probably can't do anything. So, okay, well, I guess he figures he has to go for it. So, just going for something that can attack over the Lamia, because he's special summon that, right? So it gets banished when it leaves the field, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my zone's back, so.
Yep. So, I imagine if Maxi hadn't come down, we would have seen, like, Silver and mid synchro, but... So I believe Furman has full fusion set up, so he can make Alcahest with the Gofu token if he needs to. But Jeff drew a green slime, so he might be able to play on this turn now. I think Furman just has a hope that Alcahest can just get him there. Oh, he drew D-Bear. Never mind.
Yeah, I was just I thought he had D-Bear from the Desires.
So the problem here is now he turns off his only defense, which was Alcahest.
He can chain.
Yeah, but then Alcahest will be negated.
Sure.
So he can make. Is he gonna make it anyway? Yeah. So if he makes Alcahest, it'll be negated. And the only thing he can make is Adamant and Alcahest. Okay, so he's making Adamant. All right. That's probably better. Because Alcahest, Jeff could just summon anything in his deck.
It does 25
You can't summon
so.
Alcahest.
What?
You can't summon Alcahest. It's not a normal monster.
It was a token. It was a normal monster.
It's considered a normal monster?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Tokens are considered normal monsters.
Yeah, this is 25 event, so it's not going to get beat over too easily either.
Yeah. So Jeff had contracts, so he's locked out of fusions. But he can probably still do something else because he has the Ragnarok set up in Grave. If he can just get that back, then he can banish the Adamant and then attack over the Gofu and leave Furman on just a set fusion, I guess. Oh, but he's counter engrave. All right, so Furman's actually in a pretty good spot to recover because he does have the counter engrave to get a scale back next turn if Jeff can't do anything too productive this turn. So I can't really see Jeff's hand. Oh, okay. I believe that's a Ragnarok. So, all right. Okay. That was a pretty big turn. Even though he was under barrier for fusions, Jeff just plays the rest of his DDD deck and summons like pendulums. And now Furman's in a pretty bad spot. Is Librarian the only level 5 they play? I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most decks. I mean,
Yeah.
you could play other level 5s. What would you play? Catastic?
Armades? No. So Librarian is the most logical. And he has Harbinger. So now Furman basically has to top deck a high scale to force Jeff to negate and then counter for like he basically just has to draw a high scale right now. And if he doesn't, there's not a whole lot he can do, I don't think. So Jeff went for Harbinger instead of Kali Yuga because I guess he wanted to, if he had to stop something, he wanted to make sure he would have access to his own contract on his next turn.
Mm-hmm. Seems reasonable.
Yeah. So Furman drew a pendulum monster, but I can't see what it is. If it's a high scale, he might just win this turn. And it's a high scale, so he might just win this turn. It's it's highly possible.
All these decks are insane.
Yeah. So now that he just drew a high scale, Jeff definitely knows what counter does. So Jeff now might be thinking he has to wait for the fusion to negate fusion with Harbinger. Because negating steal in here doesn't really do anything, because then Furman just
Furman's
banishes.
going to start his Furman's going to pendulum summon. He's going to make Ignister and
Yeah,
spin the.
yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I don't think Jeff has a whole lot to do here, which is unfortunate. I think he was just like. I think it was just if Furman drew a high scale, then he. Yeah, so Jeff negates, then Furman banishes counter for the high scale, pendulums. Oh, he actually doesn't have as many pendulum launches as I thought, so he can make Ignister for sure. But
Yeah,
that's
'cause this is the
actually all he can do. Like, he makes Ignister, and then he clears the Harbinger and attacks over.
Well, does Fusion doing anything?
No,
Is Fusion doing anything here?
because you can't. Actually, okay. So what he could do, I don't know how many Metalfoes cards in his graveyard. He could fuse the two. He could fuse the two Gold Drivers for Mithrilium, bounce the Harbinger, then use a Metalfoes scale to pop the Mithrilium, and then bring back the Gold Driver, and then make Ignister, and then Ignister to put back the contract. I think that's his best play. If he has enough Metalfoes spells and traps in his grave to make that happen.
No, he could do it because
Yeah.
he's adamant.
Okay, yeah. So I think that's his best play here. I think that would be pretty strong. So, but we'll see what he does.
It would be optimal.
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know.
I'll be right back. Go set some Pokemon feature matches.
Okay. Yeah. So I think Furman has a pretty strong turn here. All right. Looks like that's what he's gonna do. Yeah. Okay, because Furman has Adamant and he has full fusion in his graveyard at the very minimum. So I don't think what he draws here matters.
It's a free card.
I can't. Yeah, I know. I'm saying like I can't think of anything he could draw that would actually like change his play. So he's probably gonna just pop.
What you said with the.
Yeah.
To pop.
Yeah, pop Mithrilium to get back Gold Driver from your extra deck,
That's
and then make
almost
Ignister. I think that's a very good play right here, because you get rid of all of Jeff cards, all of his cards. Well, first use Mithrilium first, obviously, and then you pop Mithrilium and make Gold Driver or make a Ignister. Yep. And then I think the card in Jeff's hand is Necro Slime, does Jeff have a Lamia in his grave? I think so. He can. So if so Jeff's play right now, I guess, would be
Both his Lamias are banished.
assuming he. But he's. I think he has another one because I think he summoned Copernicus to send a third one.
Did he?
Yeah. So I think assuming Jeff survives this turn, which if Furman just like drew full fusion, like which might, I don't know if that would actually like, do anything here. That's something I can really think of. If he just drew something to do extra damage, and then but assuming Jeff survives, I think he has at the very minimum Lamia discard what I believe is Necro Slime in his hand, and then he banishes Necro Slime for a fusion, and then has Lamia as a tuner. Okay, he drew Nekomata, which doesn't do anything this turn, but it basically means that if Jeff doesn't break his scales on his next turn, he just gets Kieran and probably just wins from there. Oh, I don't agree with that. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
He's
okay,
gonna
okay,
fuse again.
okay. It's fusing again. All right, never mind. That's fine.
Yeah.
It does the same thing.
It does it better. Because it gets up an extra monster.
It doesn't. Oh, it does. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it
right.
does,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you're right. Okay.
Well,
okay.
it's because
so,
he drew a Pendulum
yeah,
Monster.
because he drew a Pendulum Monster. So, Gold Driver, yes. He's making sure. But it got rid of his scale. But I guess he figures he won't need a scale. And now he has to pop his other scale to get rid of the contract. So, he's putting Jeff on no cards. Basically, wait, what happened? What's happening? What did he shuffle back? Oh, that's wait, what?
Draw for Librarian.
Oh, librarian.
Librarian.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that.
Yep.
So he should have attacked the librarian first, Wow, yeah, he should have attacked Librarian first. I forgot about that too. I would have probably made the same mistake. That's actually pretty sick. That actually matters a lot because now Furman got rid of his scales, or has to get rid of his scales, and then Jeff will have 3 cards to come back on his next turn. I still think he has to get rid of the contract. Like I don't think you can.
Yeah,
I think he
absolutely.
has to.
Yeah, you can't because
Yeah.
he'll be starting with 4 cards.
Yeah. So attack, push for some damage, and then Jeff will have his draw for turn. I don't know what he drew off Librarian, but Jeff will have 3 cards, and then I believe he has a Lamia in his grave. So Jeff's actually not looking too bad. This has been a very swingy game. Very rough starts from both players, but it looks like they're both kind of got their footing here. Okay, Abunbuku off the Nekomata in the end phase. So, likewise, if Jeff doesn't kill Furman this turn, Furman has his draw for turn, and then he has his extra draw off Metalfoes Fusion, which is in his graveyard. So Furman might be able to do something on his next turn as well. So I actually am not going to count out anyone just
Is
yet.
fuel for Ignister next turn as well?
Assuming it lives. I imagine if Jeff's if he makes anything relevant, I imagine Ignister's the one he's getting rid of. All right, okay, so there is a Lamia in Jeff's grave. Oh, and Jeff drew Desires. Oh, okay. So he has 4 cards. So he has 4 cards to work with now, in addition to the Lamia.
He drew another red slime.
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter. That's fine, I think. All right.
Thanks, Chris.
I hit you a contract. All right. This is looking. I think Jeff might just like win, like this turn. This I did not expect this.
I'm not 100% familiar, but he has Ragnarok.
Furman.
In his hand. Is that
Furman. What?
he has Ragnarok in him.
Oh.
Does it also extend his play?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Furman.
Yeah.
If Furman looked like he was mounting a comeback here, but this is. Oh man. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, then he just makes
Yeah.
Alexander,
Yep. He's conceding. All right. Yeah. So that was a really interesting game. That went really back and forth.
Yeah.
Like every turn, it looked like both of their first 2 turns were like they did not have very good hands at all. But after that, they I think made the most of what they could do. And that was a very swingy game, which are always nice to see. Like they're someone
This
just
is
auto
interaction.
win. Yeah, there was a lot of interaction I think in that game. So, I guess Aaron will be going first. Game 2.
Mike Knowles posted an ARG Circuit Series.
I'm not sure what he has for going first against DDD. I think when I was playing against DDD, I put a lot of DDD this tournament. I didn't really change my main deck too much when I went first because like I didn't think there was a whole lot you could really do. Looks like he's thinking about putting in maybe Typhoons. That's a weird to hit the contract. I guess like MST or Typhoon to hit the contract. But it doesn't look like he has a whole lot for going first, which is fine. Wait, does he play the Wing Dragon
Yeah,
of
he
Raw
actually
for
does
when he
play
gets Sphere
When
moded?
he gets sphere mode.
Wait,
plays,
for when
for when he's sphere mode, so when his turn comes back.
Oh
just
my
go.
God, that is absurd. I respect it. All right.
Everyone in the chat, start posting the chant.
Everyone in
the
the-
Wing Dragon Raw channel. Start posting that. Yeah.
Everyone go.
All right, so real talk, got to plug our online circuit series, guys. If you guys want to play a circuit series from your home, we have the online circuit series coming up. You can sign up on the circuit series website. I'll plug it in the chat in just a second. It's going to be Saturday, February 4th. So when it starts, $20 entry, 64-player limit. It will have full top cut prizes. Cash will be paid out in Amazon gift cards, I believe. And you guys can find more information on the link I'm dropping in the chat right now. Play a whole circuit series in your house. You get an invite to the invitational and everything. It's pretty sweet. You can register right now.
Again, 1K players, your players list has been posted. Make sure your name is on it. If it is not, come up to the stage and talk to us.
Just make sure
Ron, what will we do shortly?
You can turn your mic volume back up when you're situated. Did you? I didn't.
All right. No, I thought I did.
Okay, so.
So we can check out the.
Yeah, well, I can't see it from over here, so well, whatever. But
Yeah,
I can
that's
read
fine.
them. Thank you. All right. So, I actually wasn't really looking at Jeff's side when he was siding. I'm sitting on the right side of the screen, so I just looked at the side that was closer to me. But do you know Jeff's siding? Like, do you have any? Like, did you see? I couldn't see anything.
Didn't see, no. We saw from the last one too. I didn't know
I
when
hope he
cards.
has going second cards. I guess.
I know he's citing like Fossil Diamond. Like, is a really interesting card.
Fossil Dino? Oh yeah. I think Max Reynolds was signing Fossil Dino, but that was for, I believe, for the DDD mirror, but and not for going second. I would hope. Unless like Seth Fossil Dino, like Book of Taiyu. I don't think we've gotten that far yet. I don't think technology has advanced that far. Okay, so Furman sided in his DD Crows. It looks like, which I think is that card. Has been seeing a lot of. My card has been seeing a lot of play for for Paleozoic mainly, I think, but it has like some overlap in other
applications
matchups.
against
Yeah, and that's what makes it, I think, so versatile. I mean, that's what makes it so good, is because it's so
It's
versatile.
good across the board.
Which like it's obvious. I mean, that card's been played forever. You know, like DD Crow has seen play in like. Oh, okay. Someone just handed me Jeff's list. Yeah, DD Crow's just seen play forever, so it makes sense that it's Alright, so Jeff's side, System Down, Magical Spring, DD Crow, Denko, Fossil Dyna, Regeki Dark Hole. Okay, I'm really not sure what he would put in for this matchup.
Probably Regeki Dark Hole.
Maybe Regeki Dark Hole. I don't know if he put Magical Spring in going second. I don't know, but
Yeah, I never liked that card. I never thought it was
I lost to it yesterday, so so whatever. Yeah, that's a very interesting card, but I imagine we won't see it this game. I'm not really sure, but I imagine we will see it if Furman wins this game. I imagine Jeff will put it in going first. So Furman opened, was it high scale, low scale, rabbit, D-barrier, crow. So you definitely put it in going second too. Okay. The chat says you put it in going second. I don't know why you would do that, but maybe I don't know.
Put what in?
Magical Spring? I don't know. Anyway, so his hand, he's gonna make like, I'm gonna say quote unquote like mediocre board, in that he'll just make like one fusion monster, but he'll have backup. He'll have DD Crow and barrier as traps. So his one monster will probably just get him there, and then he just pendulums on his next turn, and he's setting up combination fusion. Is there a bracket? I think there's a bracket somewhere. I don't know where it is, unfortunately. I don't have that information on hand. But, or offhand, did Joe update on state? I actually don't know. Sorry. I actually have no idea.
What's up,
I'm very out of the loop.
Big spoof. Spoofy.
All right. So So we're just gonna see what he draws off of his fusion. Okay, that doesn't matter. He already used both his skills to pop things, so Bismuth Gear doesn't do anything right now. Alright. So now it's on to Jeff, and he has to make a play through Barrier DD Crow, which I imagine he can do. Depending on the second, he draws you 2 cards. That is a fair. You put Magical Spring going second because it lets you draw 2 cards. That makes sense. I agree with that assessment. Okay, so we're gonna maybe see Barrier.
Attention Yu-Gi-Oh! 1K players, your pairings for round 1 have been posted.
And the judge is now reading Mithrilium after Dimensional Barrier has been flipped, and I don't know why.
Don't know what he's trying to say.
I don't know what. Yeah.
Find a seat. Your round is about to begin.
Oh, and Magical Spring. And since he chained Magical Spring, alright, he draws 3 cards. Weird.
He changed it to the D-Bear.
He chained it to the V-Bears, now he draws 3 cards. Strange. So, whoever in chat said that, you're right, I'm dumb. I've never put that card in my deck ever. and I play Metalfoes, so I would just have to discard 3 cards if I tried to activate it. Wow, now Jeff, his desires. Jeff will have like 9 cards in his hand.
Where's the heavy slump?
Where is the heavy slump?
Heavy slump.
Indeed. So yeah, that was a lot of cards Jeff has, but he can't make fusions. But I don't know if that will matter. It might, but that was a very powerful card he just activated.
High impact.
Yeah, high impact indeed. So now we'll see what he can do with his like 9 cards, but can't fusion summon, which I imagine will be a lot. He also drew a trap, it looks like, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, he has a lot of cards. He can probably, he can. Oh, Magical Spring. I think Furman also can't pop his combination now. That's like popping his skills didn't matter. Like not being able to pop his skills doesn't matter, but not being able to pop his combination matters. And another thing about Magical Spring is now Jeff can't pop Furman's scales, so that matters too. So Jeff can't make like Caliuga to pop the scales, which I think is very relevant. But
Does it last until the end of?
it lasts till the end of Furman's the opponent's next turn. So since Jeff activated on his own turn, it'll be until Furman's next turn. So Jeff looks like he has D barrier, so it won't matter if he can't clear his scales. He just D barriers for Pendulum. So I can't really see Jeff shuffling his hand very quickly. I can't really see what he has. I imagine with this many cards you can do something. But oh, is he just gonna Pendulum summon? I guess he says that many cards, he's just going for a raw Pendulum summon in DDD. I haven't seen that happen, like, ever. But he has, like, 9 cards. That makes sense. That he can he can just neg 2 to just... There we go. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay. This wasn't bad. I guess this is what happens when you draw 4 cards, or 5 cards. What is the set card? The set card is Combination, which Furman cannot destroy on his next turn because of Jeff's Magical Spring.
Nice Pendulum deck.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. Alright. So, I'm not too familiar with DDD, so I can't really comment on like where I think Jeff's going with this, because I also can't see his hand. So, but it looks like he's off to a very good start. Apparently the chat thinks Jeff already made a mistake. Well, one person does, but I don't know. I don't know how this deck works, really. Like, I don't know. Like, he has so many cards. I can't imagine that messing up even matters. Like, he just has so many cards. Yeah, so he banished them at Thrillium, and then he's just attacking with both. And then I guess he's going to make something.
Just make Harbinger.
Let's make Harbinger. Yeah, not Caliuga, because he can't pop any of his opponent's spells or traps. Yeah, that's what, I think that's what Jeff's reading right now. Is he's making sure that Caliuga is... You know, he's smiling, because I think he knows that Caliuga won't do anything. You also can't negate them, I think.
Yeah, their effects cannot be negated. Or activations.
Yeah, Jeff is looking like he's in a pretty good spot, I think. So, he's reading Magical Spring again. I'm really curious what he's trying to figure out here. Alright. So, I think he makes Harbinger, and then he stops a fusion. But if Furman plays rank 3s, he can make, like, Break Sword to, like... Oh, wait, Jeff has D-Barrier, it doesn't matter. I believe Jeff just said D-Barrier, and he's just going to call Pendulum and then win. So... he used Copernicus, I think that's what it's called, to send the green slime, I believe. I wasn't really looking when that happened. I think he sent green slime.
Yeah, you use Copernicus on the green slime and use the Ragnarok to pop Copernicus to banish them.
Yep. So Jeff's looking pretty good. He has a lot of cards here. Oh, Bambuku, a D-Berry Pendulum. Okay, that Bambuku kind of sucks now. His play is, I think, oh, that's combinations. It's not even fusion. Yeah, I don't think Furman can really win. This looks really bad for him right now. So he can like normal summon Bismugear, pop it to set full fusion.
To make.
Wait, hold on. Is the scale effect of like that guy, doesn't it like lose 2 scales and like blow up the monsters or something? Hold on, I have to read this thing.
Kepler?
Doesn't Kepler like lose 2 scales and then like if it goes down like all level 8s die or something? Like I don't know what this card does. Oh, thank you. I have the card text. Once per turn during your standby phase. Oh, it doesn't destroy DDD monsters. Never mind. So Kepler like loses scales during Jeff's standby phase, and then it destroys all monsters with a level greater than or equal to the card's pendulum scale, except DD monsters. It doesn't actually do anything. All right, that's kind of anticlimactic. That would have been crazy. So never mind. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So Furman's gonna pop the Bismugear, I guess probably set full fusion, and then end phase get a Bismugear search, and then he can make something. He can make a Mithrilium, and then maybe not die. But, yeah. So... Alright. So it looks like Furman can just make a Mithrilium at some point, but... Alright, so now Kepler's okay, and Furman thought they died because he stopped reading when it said except DDD monsters. Now Furman's yeah. Now he realizes, and then Jeff makes Harbinger probably, and then now he makes Kali Yuga, even better. And do we have them? Yes, the deck lists are on the ARG circuit group. Kali Yuga, effects,
That's it.
destroy, and I believe Jeff wins. Okay.
Jeff makes it into
Yep.
top 4 of ARG Hartford. So it was a pretty quick match.
That
We
was
have
that was actually, it didn't seem quick. Like game 1 didn't seem quick at all. Game
No.
one felt like a grind, but it really, I don't know. Game 2 was I think like Magical Spring Desires was way too much advantage for Furman to come back from.
Yeah.
But game 1 was pretty, like game 1 seemed like it took a lot longer than it actually did. Oh wait, did they have 50 minutes? So this was actually this
they have
okay.
an
This is
hour.
oh, they have an hour.
an hour.
Oh, never mind. So this was actually a 35-minute match. This was not a 50. Okay.
okay.
Never mind. This was not quick. I'm just looking at the time and it says 25 minutes, but this was actually a 35-minute match. Okay.
Okay.
But
So-
I think it was a good match.
That's
Maybe.
all for now.
Yep. We'll come
We'll
back
continue
with
the stream, play some ads,
top 4.
and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys at top 4.
Alrighty, guys, we're gonna go some ads and some replays. Hopefully, I was trying to have it right.